would come some years beyond what we just spoke. And you have written, talking about Kejriwal and Kiran Bedi, that both are dramatists. What led you to
Yes.
make that comment?
Okay. Kejriwal was, all about drama. His muffler, his little Maruti car. He had emerged from the Anna Hazare movement, and he became this rebel who was taking on the establishment. He was a bureaucrat who had turned, into a politician. But he was not a, he was not a, he was very curt when he talked to the media, for instance. He was very curt, very dismissive. It went to his head as well, this power, sudden power that he achieved and his popularity that he suddenly got. So he became all to do with drama. That muffler became famous, his car became famous, and he, poor man, poor bureaucrat, becoming the voice of the people. It was a lot of it was just now we can see that it went to his head and he built this whatever this Rajniva, I mean this his residence. You saw the change in the kind of clothes he wore, the kind of luxury that suddenly he wanted to live in. So it was a total turnaround, and it was a huge disappointment for us
Yes.
who had seen him as a very humble, very
So what was projected
low-key.
earlier wasn't real, wasn't actual. So in
No,
that sense, it was a drama.
it was a drama. And Kiran Bedi was a very, very courageous woman, I must say. She took on, when the Sikhs were protesting, she grabbed the sword and she went, and took them on. And they feared her because she was so tough. But when she became too, let's say, publicity conscious, she'd give, like, anybody asked her for an interview, she'd say yes. So she became a sort of her own spokesman. When she was in Tihar, she started all these, different giving, yoga and all sorts of other, meditation. She started, but every time she did anything, she would make sure the press was there to cover it. She was very self promotion, a lot of self promotion involved in what she did. But I must say she was very, very good, very brave police officer, as long as she served in the police.
Yes.
And then she later on went into politics, became a governor, because, so that to me was a disappointment because she was an excellent police officer. Very brave, very courageous, very honest, which was very rare in those days. So I'd say ego was her own downfall,
That was the undoing.
her undoing, because she became too conscious of her image as being, larger than life. And so she cultivated the press, she cultivated